The Russian imperial court was famed for its opulent jewelry collection, with particular pride taken in the treasures amassed by Catherine the Great. After the Revolution, many of these pieces were sold off by the Bolsheviks at the infamous 1927 auction in London. To this day, the whereabouts of numerous jewels remain a mystery. Occasionally, a few of them resurface at jewelry auctions, only to disappear again into private collections. Catherine the Great's impressive jewelry collection was not just a display of wealth, but a means to solidify her authority. Renowned for her love of precious stones, Catherine believed that jewels were as vital to the state as the military. It is no wonder that during her reign, the imperial court acquired one of the world's most famous gems, the Orlov diamond, which became part of the royal scepter in 1774. According to one legend, the 189.62 carat stone was a gift from her favorite, Grigory Orlov, who played a key role in her overthrow of her unpopular husband, Peter III, leading to her ascent to the throne. Another theory suggests that the Empress secretly purchased the gem herself, using funds from the royal treasury. The iconic diamond was discovered in the Golconda mines in India in the 17th century and originally belonged to the Mughal Empire. In the mid-18th century, Persian ruler Nader Shah seized Delhi and took the diamond along with other treasures. It was then embedded in the eye of the deity Ranganatha in a Hindu temple, but was later stolen by a French soldier. Before committing the theft, the soldier had converted to Hinduism and gained the trust of the temple priests by working there. Thanks to this Frenchman, the diamond eventually made its way to London, where it changed hands several times before ending up in the collection of Catherine the Great's jeweler, Ivan Lazarev, who then sold it to the Empress. Today, the legendary gem is preserved in the Diamond Fund of Russia. According to one legend, the Empress would adorn herself with extra jewels, particularly those with glittering emeralds, before particularly challenging meetings with her generals. This was a calculated move, a form of intimidation and a display of her power. On one occasion, she asked her trusted advisor, Charles Joseph Deline, whether it would have been better if she had been born a man. The prince's response was brief, yet insightful. "Believe me, you look far more impressive in your beautifully embroidered orange-red velvet cloak or tunic than any man in boots. Besides, the 5 enormous diamonds sparkling in your hair are far more striking than a man's hat, which is either ridiculously small or absurdly large." Another iconic relic from Catherine the Great's collection is a diamond and ruby-encrusted watch bearing the Empress's cipher, which she likely commissioned specially. This watch was passed down to her granddaughter, Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna, who married Duke Charles Frederick of Saxe-Weimar in 1804. The timepiece remained in her family until 1949, and in 1953, it was acquired by Marjorie Merriweather Post for her personal collection. Catherine II had a keen eye for gemstones, and all her jewelry was of the highest quality. The chief court jeweler was Jeremy Pawsey. It was Catherine who initiated the enduring Russian fashion for diamonds and sparked a passion for amethysts. In 1750, amethysts were discovered in the Urals for the first time. Catherine was captivated by these stones and instructed Pawsey to craft 2 pairs of earrings from them. One pair was more elaborate, additionally adorned with diamonds, and was reserved for formal occasions. One cannot overlook the magnificent emerald necklace. It is known that after Catherine II's death, the gemstone, weighing 107.67 carats, became part of the collections of Emperors Paul I, Alexander I, Nicholas I, and Alexander II. In 1874, Alexander II presented the necklace with the emerald to his daughter-in-law, Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna. In 1903, a grand masquerade ball took place in St. Petersburg, with the strict requirement that attendees wear Russian costumes from the pre-Petrine era. Naturally, Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna attended the ball, seizing the opportunity to showcase her exquisite jewelry once more. In a surviving photograph from the event, the very same emerald from Catherine II's collection can be seen. After the revolutionary events of 1917, the Grand Duchess found herself under house arrest in Kislovodsk, but in 1920, she managed to escape to France with her children. Before leaving St. Petersburg, Maria Pavlovna had prudently hidden select pieces from her extensive collection in a safe within Vladimir Palace. By a fortunate twist of fate, the Vladimir family mansion was not looted during the revolution. At Maria Pavlovna's request, British diplomat Bertie Stopford successfully smuggled the priceless collection out of St. Petersburg. According to legend, he disguised himself in women's clothing to slip into the palace undetected. In 1920, Maria Pavlovna was reunited with her jewels, But her joy was short-lived, as the Grand Duchess passed away later that same year in France. Maria Pavlovna bequeathed her emerald jewelry to her son Boris, who sold the pieces to Cartier in 1927. In 1954, Cartier's jewelers made the controversial decision to recut the imperial emerald, transforming it into a drop shape and reducing its weight by 30%. The emerald in its new form was sold to John D. Rockefeller Jr. 20 years later, Rockefeller sold the stone to jeweler Raphael Asmarian. In 2019, the owners of a private collection wishing to remain anonymous put the emerald up for auction at Christie's, set in a diamond necklace. The stone's subsequent fate remains a mystery. Another emerald treasure from the great Empress's collection is the emerald brooch with diamonds. This stunning brooch, featuring a Colombian emerald weighing over 70 carats, was crafted by court jewelers at Catherine II's request. After the Empress's death, the brooch passed to Paul I, who gifted it to his wife, Maria Feodorovna. She later bequeathed the jewel to relatives in the illustrious Hohenzollern dynasty. In 2010, the descendants, who had safeguarded the brooch for generations, put it up for auction. Another remarkable brooch from Catherine II's collection is the carved Colombian emerald featuring a portrait of the Empress, set against black agate and framed by 50 diamonds. The cameo was sold at the 1927 London auction, after which the brooch vanished from records. Let's also take a look at the diamond necklace with a bow. The Empress wore this luxurious necklace on a silk ribbon, fastening it with a bow adorned with diamonds. The necklace is composed of a hinged band set in silver with a row of 27 graduated cushion-cut diamonds. It is bordered by smaller stones and features a ribbon-shaped clasp encrusted with diamonds. It is believed to have been custom-ordered by Catherine between 1760 and 1780. The necklace was first sold at the infamous 1927 Christie's auction of Russian state jewels, and then again at Sotheby's in 2005. The last time it was seen was at Sotheby's Magnificent Jewels auction in 2016, where it went unsold. A flexible diamond bracelet crafted in gold and silver was commissioned by the Empress in 1780. This delicate floral-themed ornament was acquired by representatives of Phillips Auction House in 1927, and was later resold at Christie's in 2006. It's also important to remember that the Great Imperial Crown of Russia is another of Catherine the Great's exquisite creations. Catherine decided that the royal regalia needed an upgrade for her coronation in 1762, so she tasked court jewelers Eckhart and Pawsey with creating a new imperial crown. The crown, designed as 2 hemispheres, is adorned with nearly 5,000 white diamonds encircled by 37 pearls, and features a band set with an additional 19 diamonds, each weighing over 5 carats. Between the hemispheres is a diamond-encrusted arch, designed with acorns and oak leaves, which supports a central red spindle weighing nearly 400 carats. The crown is topped with a cross made of 5 diamonds, symbolizing the divine authority of the monarchy. All Russian monarchs, beginning with Catherine, were crowned with this piece, which is now displayed in the armory chamber of the Kremlin. Another surviving jewel is the diamond belt and epaulets, believed by experts to have been created for Catherine by the renowned jeweler Louis David Duval. The stunning belt is inlaid with numerous diamonds of varying sizes. This belt was later transformed into the famous wedding crown. Catherine had a penchant for fastening her furs with ornate buckles. One such buckle has survived to this day. It resembles a sprig with delicate flowers and leaves, secured by a precious clasp adorned with large white and yellow diamonds. Particularly noteworthy is the renowned sash bow. The Empress eagerly awaited the arrival of Leopold Pfisterer from Vienna, a highly skilled and talented gold and diamond master. Winter of 1763 was harsh, with muddy roads, fierce blizzards, and enormous snowdrifts. Consequently, the arrival of the foreign guest was delayed. Catherine, wise ruler of Russia, planned to have Pfisterer work alongside Eckhart in the diamond workshop and test his skills with initial assignments. No sooner had Pfisterer set foot on Russian soil than he was immediately inundated with orders from the Empress to create a lavish collection of jewels, including 3 magnificent pieces for Catherine herself: garnet, diamond, and spinel. Lal and spinels, various types and hues of luxurious spinel, often resembled rubies to the untrained eye. As you might guess, the foreign jeweler adeptly met the challenge. The Empress was so pleased that she decreed a 6-year contract with the unparalleled master, and not a year less. Bright and sensual, like drunken cherries, tender and demure, like the blush of a modest maiden, The pink-red spinels of all shades underwent intricate cutting at the Peterhof polishing mill. This allowed Leopold Pfisterer to engrave his signature on the gems. On April 10, 1764, he presented Her Imperial Majesty with the magnificent pendant, known as the necklace with a train. This precious piece was the fashionable collar that had made its way from frivolous France to Russia. Accompanying the regal necklace were heavy ceremonial earrings glowing like twin suns, set with matching fiery spinels. The large bow, a part of the unprecedented necklace, shone in the dim palace candlelight, drawing attention with its golden and silver settings for numerous stones. 21 specimens of deep red spinel, bordered with a scattering of transparent diamonds, an enchanting dream turned reality. Which piece of jewelry deserves more attention? Share your thoughts in the comments.